I've been asked to talk about the essentially movement now of vegans gone non-vegan, and I normally don't follow vegan culture, and I definitely try and stay out of internet drama, though this has been kind of hard to ignore. And I do have a response to it. I have to say my feelings and thoughts are layered around it. I, on one hand, honestly don't care at all. And on the other hand, I do care very deeply, and especially about the individuals themselves. But my predominant thought that I wanted to contribute to the conversation really has to do with you. And I just want to start off by acknowledging that we are living in this digital age where there is so much sharing, which is great. It makes this possible. And it really feeds a lot of mimicry, subconscious or otherwise. And of course, that's natural to humans. We would do that interpersonally too. But I mean, how many Instagram accounts do you see that look like carbon copies of each other, really? What I see there is us really running the risk of never meeting ourselves, of never getting to know ourselves if we're just so busy copying and ingesting all this other content. This is a time like never before where we are exposed to others' opinions before we can even develop our own. I very much recognize these are polemical grounds. This subject matter of diet and the environment of social media, where it's so easy to be disconnected between our avatars and our humanness. We are too at this time drowning in distraction, and there are so many options, overwhelming options, that it can be paralyzing. It can be really easy to feel directionless. And so in my mind, it's ever more important that we develop an attunement to ourselves. And so my response with all these vegan gone non-vegan videos is to really invite you to observe your reactions, because our reactions reveal our current values, and in that we can learn a little bit more about ourselves. So ask yourself, are you angry? Do you feel an injustice for the animals? Are you maybe relieved because you had similar thoughts, and to have company kind of unloads that burden of shame? Are you puzzled? Like, what is going on for these people? So maybe there's a desire for learning there. Are you concerned for the planet and for newcomers to this lifestyle? Maybe you just really appreciate all of these YouTubers' transparency, and that's what's predominant for you. Does it have you growing skeptical of the diet? Maybe you want more support right now. Do you find yourself commenting on their ability to speak their truth, their bravery in that? Maybe you feel inspiration. Does it ignite a passion for you to be a louder vegan advocate? Maybe you feel embarrassed for blindly following someone else. If you're fully honest with yourself, do you feel a little bit stimulated by it? Maybe it's quenching this deep desire for entertainment and kind of exposing boredom in your life. Are you intrigued by it and the broader picture of diet trends in society? Does it ignite a curiosity in yourself to experiment, and maybe you're realizing you were kind of secretly waiting for that permission? Does it feel sad for you, like a disbanding of a tribe? Really have you think about your sense of belonging? Does it shake your vegan foundation a little? Have you skeptical? Maybe there's a deeper desire to ground in something more stable than a dietary identity, seeking stability in the vicissitudes of this world of form is going to do that. And maybe it triggers a curiosity about a spiritual path. In any case, if you feel triggered, I would say thank you. I would say thank you for teaching me more about myself. I hope it's clear that I'm not knocking anyone, and I'm not even knocking people who knock people. I can see a place for trolls and commenters and people who are wanting to contribute to the discussion in their own way. I think it's helpful to call people into question, and an audience can hold us accountable it can even be informative, if that person is open to suggestion. But if a person is not receptive first themselves, any suggestions are not going to land. You're not going to change anyone that way. I learned that a long time ago. I mean, I've been vegetarian now for 23 years, and I can remember back in 3rd, 4th grade when I was trying to convert my friends. Like, I'll do this for you if you turn vegetarian, but you got to promise. Like, I went that route. I know I learned very early on that you can't change people. Like, that ship has sailed. That ship was never in port. What we can do, though, is be an example ourselves. We can observe ourselves and work on our weak links. We can be empathetic of others. Think back to a time where you were maybe in a compromising position and made choices that perhaps would have surprised your community or previous self. What I am is what I'm going to call a quietly passionate vegan. What I am not, though, is an authority on anybody else's life. It has never served me to be judgmental or punishing of others, and it has definitely never felt good when other people have done that to me. So I always strive to see the person behind the choices and ultimately to connect with the being behind the person, behind the personality. So I hope that can be a takeaway from this video, as well as that invitation to observe your reactions and see how they might illuminate your values. If anyone tuned in because they were wondering if I was still vegan, yes, I am. I have, like I said, I've been vegetarian for 23 years, and what's wild is at the end of this month, I will be raw vegan for 10 years. Crazy. And, that matters. It also doesn't matter. I guess it matters if you're wondering if it's possible. Yes, it's possible. I am not dead yet. I don't think I am. How could I really know that? Anyway, I will end the video there and say I love you. I love you despite your choices. I love you because of your choices. I mean, every color in the spectrum of your rainbow is beautiful. I heard how cheesy that sounded as it came out, but it's okay because I really mean it. If you want to send me some of that cheesy love, vegan cheese, non-vegan cheese, all good. That is a cheesy joke on top of cheesiness. Anyway, if you want to send me love, you can hit the like button and I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. You should go outside today.